everyone, it's Louise. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we've got another Elves box from Sophie and Toffee. I'm going to be unboxing that and explaining something about a couple of projects that I've got in mind for it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. This is pretty much as it comes. So the first thing that you'll always find in here is you get a couple of cards. One of them explains what's in your box, so it goes through a full itemised list of what you can expect to find in your box. I do always go through it and make sure that everything's in there, but there's never been anything missing yet. And then on the back of there you'll see that it lists which are the exclusive items. So in this one we can see that there's a couple of moulds and there's some open bezels that are exclusive to Sophie and Toffee. And I really like these because it really does set them apart from other companies. And then on the other card you usually get something that gives you a discount code. So on this one we have a discount code on there, and it explains that if you share your creations with them and tag them into it on social media, you can be entered into a draw to win a free premium box. I've never won one yet because I've never shared anything, but you never know, I may actually do it this month, who knows. And then on the back you usually get some QR codes to a couple of tutorials, which are usually created by other people. Or I think they are anyway. To be honest, I've not accessed the tutorials from here because I'm not very internet savvy and I'm not really sure what to do with QR codes, and I tend to go looking for the tutorials myself on Instagram, so I've got no need for them anyway. So one of the first things we can see in here is there's some UV resin, and it's the thin type, which is well suited normally to small projects, especially where you've got a fairly intricate mould. If you were to use a thicker resin, it wouldn't fill the mould, so when you demould the item you'll end up with air bubbles and parts of the actual product missing. So that's good. I prefer the thin one if I can. We've also got a box here with what looks like some open bezels, so let's have a look in here. Oh, I've lost one already. Oh, yep, I'll just put that to one side. So we have a cauldron. Oh, let me just get that in front of the camera. Yep, we have one that looks like a cauldron. Oh, that's really nice. I like the bubbles coming out of the top, that's a nice touch. We've got one of the magic circles. We get 4 magic circles in total. So they're really pretty, I like those. And then we've got a Harry Potter scarf, I really love this one. So that's that one. And then, oh, now I recognise this as being from one of the games. I'm not sure, is it from the Quidditch games? I'm not sure. Help me out, let me know in the comments. It's so long since I've watched Harry Potter or read the books. And then this one I'm sure is a Quidditch open bezel, that looks really good as well. And then we have a couple of the open bezels of the magic circle variety, so they look good. And then we've got some bronze mica powder. Now I've not tried these before, but I've been really wanting to try them. I've seen in tutorials other artists have been brushing it onto the mould, and then when you demould the component, as it were, it looks bronzish or slight all metallic, and you can get some really good effects with them, so I'd love to try that out. And then we have some black and white pearl pigment, so that'll be good. I've got an idea, I think, for one of the items based on what I've seen on Instagram. And then we have a mould, which is, it's a silicone mould, so it's flexible, and it's a wand with some stars and I'm not sure what these are. It kind of look like vines running along the length of it. And oh, we have another mould, and this one looks more like a broomstick. Well, it's a mold. It's a wand, but it kind of looks more like a broomstick, is what I'm trying to say. So maybe we could do something different with that one. And then we have, oh, this is pretty. It's like a holographic pen. And this chamber's empty, so we'll be able to put some shaker oil in there and some glitters and things, so that'll be really nice. I like that touch. That'll be nice and personalised. And then we have another mould, which that'll be the crystal mould. So I think that's to go on the end of the wand, based on what I've seen on Instagram. And then we have the usual obligatory sprinkles. And we've got everything from hearts to stars, and I like these little confetti. They're kind of like really small bars, little sort of long granules, if that makes sense. And then we've got some other ones as well. This green one at the bottom looks really nice. It's kind of like a fish scale type one. So that looks really good. I think that's everything. So yeah, so that's it for this month. Like I said, I think I've got some ideas based on what I've seen on Instagram so far. So in the next part of the video, I'm going to explain those to you. So having looked at the contents of this elves box, I've got a couple of ideas for projects which I'm going to walk you through now. Okay, so these are the ideas that I had based on seeing the contents of the box. So the first idea is basically using one of the wand moulds, and then popping the crystal on the end. I'm going to make that hollow, so that I'll basically put some sprinkles inside, and it'll be like a shaker charm. So I'm going to do that with there, and then I'm going to attach some chain. And I have, I think, a star keyring which I'm going to put on that end, and then I'm going to add another chain with, I think, probably one of either the magic circles, or I've got a holographic version of the magic circles as well, and I've also got a rose gold star as well, so I may put that on there. It depends on how it looks, because they're going to be different colours of metal, and I'm not sure whether it'll either look like a stylish eclectic mix or whether it's just going to look really stupid, but we'll soon find out. And then idea number 2 is I've got a bookmark mould, and I was thinking of basically creating the casting the normal bookmark, and then on the inside there I'm going to put some holographic magic circles and some sprinkles as well. I may do a galaxy theme on that one. I'm not too sure, because I'm not sure really if the magic and galaxy thing kind of matches. In my head it does, but I don't really know about in practice. And then I can put the crystal on the end of there maybe. So I don't know if that one's going to work. It's just an idea in my head at the minute. And then the final one, again, I don't know if this one will work, but I've still got an LED keychain from one of the previous elves boxes, so I was going to use that and then create a cauldron mould on the end. I think I've got the tools to do this. It depends. And then coming out of there, spilling over the top, I'm going to have some resin, which will be looking like obviously the contents of the cauldron, and I've got some of the small spherical sprinkle things like the pearls, so I was going to put some of them in there as well to look like the bubbles, and then I was going to pop a chain on the end of there and make a spoon for stirring the cauldron, and maybe pop a star on there as well. So I don't know, I'll probably try idea 1 first and then work my way to idea number 3, and I shall let you know in another video how I get on. Okay, so that's it for today's video. If you've got some ideas as to what you're going to do with this box, I'd love to see what you come up with. So do tag me in it, let me see what you've come up with. And if you've got any tips as well, that'd be really good to sort of share the knowledge and you know, let us all improve together. Okay, so that's it for now. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.